We've made quite a few predictions in the past about the Spider-Man movie, the upcoming Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. And I gotta say, based off of the news that we've recently got over the past couple of days, I think that we're extremely off. But to be honest with you, I feel like our ideas were a whole lot better than what they got going on right now. But we're not going to deal with the what ifs. We're going to go ahead and do what we know. So we got a lot of footage stuff. We got confirmed actors. We got some new suits. We're going to be covering all that. But first things first, I want to go ahead and just start off with the confirmed actors. Well, we start off with Tom Holland, obviously as Peter Parker, Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner, the Hulk. We got Michael Mando, Scorpion. He's going to be returning, and I really want to touch on him quite a bit because this has been a character that has been just sitting in limbo for quite some time, and I feel like it's a cleanup of a Sony thing. But Sadie Sink, I haven't read any news about it, but you have your speculations on the character. We have Zendaya coming back as Mary Jane, Jacob Batalon as Ned, John Bernthal's coming in the franchise as Frank Castle, the Punisher, and we have Liza Colin Zayas currently sitting at unknown. But I want to circle back to this Michael Mando thing as Scorpion because this dates back what? The first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming?
Yeah,
that post-credit scene. Yeah, we go back to the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Where Michael Keaton in the post-credit scenes ends up being in jail and Scorpion's in there and they're having a discussion about who Spider-Man is, and Michael Keaton couldn't say who he was because at the time he was dating his daughter. So it just went to cliffhanger right there. And then we got the whole, I want to say the Morbius movie. And then somehow Michael Keaton's Vulture ended up in that universe or something like that. It was just so weird how they did it. But this came out in 2017. We're currently in 2025. We're almost 9 years removed from that movie. So it's good to see that they're actually considering using some of these characters that they just had sitting in on the back burner for quite some time. So Michael Mando, how you feeling about Scorpion being confirmed as one of the big villains in this new Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day?
I'm feeling excited. I mean, 2017. Wow, it's been a minute, yo. Like 8 years? Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of excited to see what he's got, what his take is going to be like if they give him the suit as Scorpion. Speculations, I don't know. Like, is he going to get the suit? Do we want him in the suit? I do. I mean, I think it's time we get something different. I don't think we ever got a Scorpion in live action, did we? I don't think so.
So yeah. It's crazy because remember it was supposed to set up like a Sinister Six type of thing, and I'm not sure that we're going to get that moving forward.
Anything is possible. I'm still waiting for a Sinister Six movie. I mean, we got close. We got 5 out of the 6 in the last movie.
Which was really
great. Yeah.
Which one?
I think we got.
You're talking about
No Way Home. Yeah.
So, yeah, we had Doc Ock, we had Electro,
Sandman,
we had Lizard, and Sandman.
And Green Goblin.
Okay, and Green Goblin. All right, so, and then they tried to make an attempt at doing that with Amazing Spider-Man. You know, I keep getting those two with as far as like the Scorpion thing mixed up a little bit, but do we really want a Sinister Six movie?
I do. I've been waiting for it. I think Marvel's the only ones capable of handling a film like that. I mean, look at No Way Home. I mean, who really thought you could really pull off 3 Spider-Man? And that's all Marvel, bro. Sony don't know what they're doing with this shit. Same thing going back to like the whole Venomverse and stuff with Morbius and shit. Like, that was terrible. Let's just forget about that. That should never happen. Because I have no idea what they were thinking. It's just crazy how like they couldn't even they could reference Spider-Man all day long, but they could never bring him back. So
right. Like it seemed like it was impossible for you to make any type of movie in the Sonyverse without including Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, we got Madam Web, and that was terrible too. And Kraven the Hunter. I mean,
Well, all of them were pretty bad, if we're being honest. Like,
besides
you give a better grade to the Venom movies, but I don't know, dog.
Those were tolerable. Kraven the Hunter was okay. I mean, I think you need a little curriculum activity to be able to pass through some of these movies, but I mean, shit. I mean, hey, why not? If I'm a movie theater, I might as well have you a couple of drinks, but at the same time, like, Jesus, you drink. There's not enough bottle in the world to be able to save Madam Web and Morbius. Those were the worst of the worst.
Well, if we're being honest, Morbius could have been saved. Madam Web, it's like you can't do it without Spider-Man. You can't.
You can't. And just the plot and the acting and just everything was everywhere. It just makes no sense. But overall, I mean, I'm excited. I would like to see this version of Scorpion. Maybe he could get the suit. Maybe it might be comic book accurate. Who knows? I'm not against that idea as long as we don't go to a route like Amazing Spider-Man 2 with all mechanical stuff. But hey, anything is possible. I'm excited to see Mr. Negative though. That's who I'm really excited for.
Well, I got news on that. He ain't in it.
Oh, he ain't in it? Oh man.
He ain't in it. Okay, so let me tell you who the villains are before we move forward. So it's Ramrod, Tombstone, Tarantula, Scorpion, and Boomerang.
Boomerang I've never heard of.
So we got
Tombstone would be pretty cool.
These, like, we talked about Tombstone in the past, and we was like, they literally touched on just about every major villain in these Spider-Man movies except for Tombstone. And I feel like this is a character that definitely needs some smoke.
Definitely. But I mean, if I go back and look at the teaser trailer, I could assume that on one of the tanks, it did have Mr. Negative's logo on it. I mean,
I guess we can see, but so far this is what I got so far as who's confirmed. But I guess we'll see moving forward with the Mr. Negative thing. But back to the cast real fast. Based off of those cast members that I read off to you, could you possibly put together what this is going to be about?
No, not really.
No plot ideas for the movie?
I mean, nobody knows who Peter Parker is anymore. He's ventured out. He has to make new friends. I mean, he is a street level character, so I'm assuming that these characters that they're including into these movies, he's going to have some type of history with them moving forward. As we know, Kingpin already is aware of Spider-Man swinging around New York City, so I'm pretty sure he's built a roster of villains so far. Or maybe it's possible that he's just fighting, like robbers, maybe like thugs and stuff like that, and this causes a chain reaction to bring other types of villains, like build a whole new roster.
Let's be honest, when we talk about that, right, where we talk about a street level Spider-Man, it kind of feels like a regression, and I don't like that when it comes to movies. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like having Spider-Man being mentor was cool and everything, but he needs to grow up, bro. I need an adult Spider-Man. I need Spider-Man to be able to create his own villains as well, because it feels like we're going the route like the animated series back in the 90s. That's what I'm looking for. I want that Spider-Man.
That's okay. So we want. I
want to see him. I want to see him be swinging around on his own, fight his own villains, create his own villains. Because in that series, most of his villains were all created as soon as he put on the mask. Like, they all started coming off the woodworks and stuff. But I also do want to see, like, him going out and venturing on and meeting other heroes. I mean, if you remember the 90s TV show pretty well, he ran into Daredevil, the Punisher, Blade, the X-Men, Fantastic Four. That's just the name. If you even Iron Man he met. But I mean, we already got the Iron Man in No Way Homecoming, so I think it's time to see a change. But I also do know with the agreements with Marvel Studios and Sony's pictures that in the contract states that Tom Holland needs to have an Avenger character in all his movies. Hence why we got Iron Man in Homecoming. Far From Home, we got Nick Fury, and now No Way Home, he had Doctor Strange and Spider-Man 4, whatever the new title is. I think it's Brand New Day. He's getting Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk with Mark Ruffalo. Uh, I'm kind of iffy about that because I'm kind of like, where does this fit? But at the same time, I'm kind of curious to see Spider-Man meet the Hulk, and that's another character I forgot to mention. It. I believe he did meet the Incredible Hulk in the '90s TV show. If
I don't think so.
Correctly. Are you sure?
No. I don't think he met him.
I gotta go back and check that out, but I'm pretty sure. I feel like that was a character that was missing. But overall, yeah, I would like to see what they call the Science Bros. They're also called the Spoiler Bros because both him and Mark Ruffalo both spoil a lot of the movies. So it would be pretty interesting to see how the dynamic is because going back, I think the only time we seen them like somewhat on the screen together was Infinity War. But even that, they didn't share much screen time with each other. I don't even think they have speaking lines with each other.
I don't even think they was on the same screen together, ever.
I don't think so because in Infinity War they were in the same fighting scene when they were fighting Colossidian, but they didn't have no speaking lines with each other. The children of Thanos.
Well, he kind of was like nowhere, like, because I think Iron Man got sent to the park, so Mark Ruffalo. Bruce Banner was nowhere to be found in that point. And then that's when Spider-Man came in and saved Iron Man. And then after that, we didn't even see, like, there was no interaction whatsoever. Like, I'm thinking about, like, there's never, ever been an interaction between the two.
You had that big dude, and then you had Ebony Maw, Call City, and I mean, Jesus. I feel like I'm mumbling today. But you don't want to talk about, you had the children of Thanos, Ebony Maw. But overall, yeah, they were there together. But they didn't really have speaking lines. They didn't. If you talk about Endgame, they did have the end. You know, the scene with all the Avengers attacking and stuff. But even that, like, and you had the funeral scene, but they didn't have no speaking lines. I think that's the only time they ever shared the screen together.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, I don't count that. So I think it would be pretty interesting to see these guys on the same screen together, reenact and talk about science because they are science. They're deep into science. They love it. But I'm kind of curious to see where the script is going to go. Like, is Hulk really going to mentor him or is this something different? Like, are we getting the old Hulk? Because to be honest with you, I'm getting tired of Professor Hulk, bro. Like, I think they really weakened the Hulk. And I'm getting tired of it. Like, just go back to Hulk being a savage. Like, if we're going to get Hulk being a savage again and regress from being Professor Hulk, I'm cool with it. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of, like, Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner character reenacting with Peter Parker, just talking about science stuff, that'd be cool. Like quirky little jokes and stuff like that. I'm cool, but I want the Hulk. I want the old Hulk back. I want the Savage Hulk. That's what I want. Give me that. That's all I ask for.
All right, so where are we at with the Punisher with this? Because it has to be something pretty significant to add the Punisher of all characters, to be honest.
I just don't see it happening, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I just even if they say it's true, I just find it's hard to believe. Why? I get it. They do have a history with each other, but this is Punisher's dark, bro. Unless he's not going to be killing nobody and it's just a salute or they have a little bit of a conversation, I could see that, but I just can't see him fighting alongside Spider-Man without murky people.
It could be something similar to the Punisher season 2 where he was protecting the little girl, and you can just look at that aspect of it where, all right, Spider-Man's out doing his thing, and then they come across each other and they're like, this is an adult job, kid. Like, get out the way.
Oh, like, boy, unless you see Spider-Man over there, like, yo, bro, who are you? And you just start webbing his stuff in, like, bro, don't you can't kill nobody, bro. Stop it. Mm-hmm. Like, kind of like the Daredevil thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, Red's always telling Frank, like, bro, stop. Like, stop killing people, bro. Just stop. Just knock them out. Let's just get this shit over with. But, I mean, I could see that kind of relationship, that bond happening. Like a little bit of comic relief, but at the same time, I don't know, bro. It doesn't fit. Spider-Man is a movie for family and for kids, bro. They're gonna be selling toys, and I just don't see them adding the Punisher. It's just me. But I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. I think they could have, like, don't get me wrong. John Bento will be amazing in this movie. He will always kill as the Punisher, and I'm not against the idea of seeing him in that movie. I just find it hard to believe to see that he actually will have a part or a huge part going forward in this movie. But what I do want to know, how come you just didn't add Charlie Cox, bro? I want to see him and Spider-Man on the screen. And I know everybody's talking about this too. Vincent D'Onofrio's character, Kingpin. I would love to see those two on the screen together. But that's up to Sony if they're really going to do it or not.
It would. I agree with you. It would have made more sense for Charlie Cox to start off with, to be like that character to add to connect mid-level superhero to universal superhero. Make sense?
Yes.
And then, like you
like
said,
Defenders meeting the Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, of course, with Vincent D'Onofrio, Kingpin, add him into the mix. You kind of mesh two things here, where we have this big, huge thing with the Daredevil Born Again season 1 cliffhanger thing, where you need an army, whatever, and it'd be nice to befriend Spider-Man in his own movie. Not to say that I'm okay with him being in Brand New Day. I said Brand New Day. What's the new Daredevil thing called? It's a lot of Born Again. Thank you, Born Again. I feel like when you sit down and you watch Born Again, like you need to be able to tell the difference between a movie and a TV show. And by adding Spider-Man into the TV show, that would be weird. So that's probably why I would only give a little bit of pushback as far as putting the Daredevil in the movie, but you kind of get the same thing where you add Punisher to the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It is stated that Daredevil Born Again season 2 is slated to release on March 2026. So I think this is where we're gonna get how John Bental's character, the Punisher, gets released. As we know, he got captured at the end. Spoilers if you haven't watched Born Again. I do recommend you guys watching that. It's a great series. But it just makes sense to have Daredevil in it. It just feels right. And I'm not talking about Matt Murdock. I'm talking about the devil himself of Hell's Kitchen. Just meet Spider-Man, in their suits. That just seems right. But maybe this is how we're going to get the connection of the Defenders meeting Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe John Bento could be like, I know somebody who you remind me of because you're dressed red. I know this guy named Red. You probably could be friends with him. You remind me of him. Especially with that no kill rule. I can see that. But overall, like, I do also have another theory. Like, they should add Kingpin. Maybe they are. I don't know. But my theory is that these characters, that these new villains that they're introducing, like Tombstone, Scorpion, and let's even say Mr. Negative too, just for a hypothetical. To add to my theory, that I could see Kingpin creating these villains on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Because you need somebody with money to front or to be able to create these new villains. I mean, I believe if it was in the 90s TV show, correct me if I'm wrong, he was the one creating a lot of the villains. He gave Rhino the suit, the serum. He gave Scorpion the serum as well.
Was it Kingpin, or was it? Because I'm kind of getting a little confused because I played the Spider-Man game, the PlayStation and the Dreamcast game, and I'm a little bit confused on the origin of Scorpion. He blamed J. Jonah Jameson for him putting him in that suit.
It's been a while. Seriously, I gotta go back and rewatch it because this is getting me excited because I love that series. But because overall that intro too was amazing. But you might be right. It might have been J. Jonah Jameson who probably has something to do with Scorpion. But also, what I do remember, Slate was working for Kingpin because he was forced because he was holding his father hostage. Remember, and he was a man of science, so he created a lot of the villains as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kingpin forced his hand into creating a lot of villains, which also caused Slate, in order to become a villain himself, he injected himself with a serum, I believe, and he was able to have his legs again, but he was mutated.
Okay, it was J. Jonah Jameson. He paid for him to undergo an experimental procedure that granted him superhuman abilities, turning him into the Scorpion.
And let me guess, he worked with Slate, right? That's probably the guy who created Scorpion, who gave him the serum in order to do what he did.
I don't have that much, but
Like I said, I'm excited. I want to go back and watch this again because I did love that series. Like that and the X-Men back in the 90s, those were the two greatest shows ever, especially with the theme song.
yes, yeah, I don't see that part, and I don't even think in the animated series it showed the creation of Scorpion.
I gotta go back and look.
It was the game, like that was what I'm saying. It was the game that because I didn't even know how he ended up getting created. I just know in the game that you had to hurry up to the Daily Bugle and stop Scorpion from killing J. Jonah Jameson. And they didn't really give you a backstory on it until you like went to the biography part, and then they was like, yeah, J. Jonah Jameson got Gargan experimented on, and then that's how he became the Scorpion.
Wow.
Matter of fact, it was in more than one game. I want to say it was in. I don't even know what other game it was, but it was definitely.
You also had Maximum Carnage too. You can't forget about that. That was one of the greatest Spider-Man games of all time, bro.
You talking about the Genesis?
Yeah, and the Super NES, yo.
Oh, I don't know about the NDS, but I know the Genesis Maximum Carnage. That's the one where you're Spider-Man, and that's a multiplayer, a co-op game where you're Spider-Man and you're
Venom
and working together. Yeah, I rented that from Blockbuster.
Thought that was a great game too. Yo, man, we going back, yo. This is, oh god, I feel old, yo.
I'm surprised you know what that is, to be honest.
What you mean? I was a big comic book fan, bro. I played a lot of these games before. Like I remember Street Fighter X-Men, I believe it was called, before Marvel vs. Capcom.
It was in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
I played it at the miniature golf course.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
I loved it.
Loved it. But let's get back into Spider-Man, yo. Like, so, yeah, that's my theory. I think it could be Kingpin because we don't have Green Goblin. We don't have, oh man, what was this? Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot what Green Goblin's, identity was called. We don't have
Norman
Osborn fronting the creations of these new villains. So what my hands is going to go to is basically Kingpin. So I think he should be an important villain moving forward. But I mean, who knows? It's all really up to Sony if they're really gonna pick the Kingpin to be a villain going forward. But I mean, anything is possible. That's just I really believe that Kingpin can be that guy to front the money to be able to create these new villains going forward.
Can we still add Norman Osborn at this point?
I don't know. He doesn't exist in the universe, so I mean, unless
it's still possible where he could be like this upcoming scientist and be like
he is a scientist. So
yeah, he's a scientist, but he's like he could be this upcoming scientist in this universe where you can be like, since Spider-Man Peter's going into college, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it could be possible there is a Norman Osborn in this universe. I mean, the Green Goblin in No Way Home did say that he went back home and that wasn't his house. So it's possible there is a Norman Osborn walking around. But I could put my money on that. Why put a Norman Osborn when you can make a Harry Osborn?
You can do both.
You could have Harry Osborn probably be having a normal life, and he created the Oscorp on his own.
How about this? So let's say that, considering the fact Mary Jane doesn't know who Peter Parker is. We can just have Harry Potter. I was about to say Harry Potter. God damn.
You mean MJ?
Yes.
Yeah, not Mary Jane, because we don't have a Mary Jane in this universe.
Yes, MJ. We could have Harry Osborn meet MJ at college, and Spider-Man sees that on the side, right?
Yeah,
and then that's how we enter Norman Osborn.
You could, or you could just have Harry just be the one to create the whole Oscorp corporation himself from the ground up on his own.
I like Norman better. I don't really care for Harry very much. I just like Norman because when you talk about the Green Goblin, I never really cared for Harry Osborn's iteration of it.
I just feel like they dimmed him down when they gave him the suit. Like every time he gets the suit, it just seems like they just don't know how to make it right. Like he just seems like he's a spoiled little brat under that suit. Like he just was crying for daddy's attention all the time. And I think we need a better iteration of that. Like I want to see a Harry Osborn that doesn't need his daddy's love. Like he's just like ruthless like his daddy. Like he just gets shit done, or just as crazy as his dad.
James Franco's iteration, that was somewhat tolerable.
Yeah, still got dog though, but hey,
he came full circle though.
Yeah, he did. He was ruthless. He did try to put hands on my man Toby, but Toby put him in his place and gave him that concussion, and he came back and stole his girl. I'm sorry. That was your brother too, yo. Hey, I'm sorry, yo. I grew up with somebody and they did that shit to me. You my homeboy, bro, and we were like this. We were brothers, and you smashing my girl, my fiance. Oh fuck, no, bro, we're done.
Well, if we're being honest, that's funny because this is like the third time we had this conversation. To be honest, Peter wasn't trying to holler at her, so he's like, "We both like the same girl. You shouldn't, if you're not going to do it, don't ruin it for the rest of us.
Let the best man win. I mean, we don't know if they really had something romantic. You don't know if they slept with each other. I'm assuming they did, but let's just say your man's hit it first. You still simp for her. You didn't get it when you should have got it, and then when you did get it, you engaged to her, and then she breaks it off with you, and then goes back to your homeboy. Oh nah, bro. I'm sorry. I would have put Harry back on another concussion. I probably would have even killed him. I would have been like, nah, bro. This man purposely did that shit.
Hold on. I'm trying to think because Spider-Man 1, originally she was with Harry. And
she was with the Flash, and then she broke up with them, and then got with Harry. Well, Harry got with her.
And then
she dated.
I kind of feel like Peter was doing some stuff on the sly at first too.
Yeah, but then in the second one, she dated Joe Jameson's son, in the second one, the astronaut, and then he got engaged to her, and then she walked off the wedding to go see Spider-Man, and then they got together there. They got together at the end. Remember, she was in the wedding dress, found him in his apartment building, and then she's like, "Go Tiger!" And then he swings into New York City to stop the crime, and then we get Spider-Man 3. He's over there about to gets Aunt May's ring and about to propose to her. On his way to propose to Mary Jane, he gets stopped by the Green Goblin, aka Harry Osborn, and he was like, "You killed my daddy." He said, "No, I didn't kill your daddy. Your daddy killed himself, motherfucker. He tried to kill me." And then he tried to kill him. And then and this is where a lot of people want to debate, and we're really going really off topic. I want to put it out there. Spider-Man knew what he was doing. He didn't care. He was like, this dude's trying to kill me. I'm going to stop him by any means necessary. He knew goddamn well that if he didn't stop him, he was going to kill him. And he knew he didn't have the heart and soul to kill his brother. So, fucking web sling him. Basically,
counteracted.
Clothesline him. That's the word I'm looking for. Clothesline this dumbass. Especially, he probably was 6 feet up in the air? 6 stories high? This fucking clothesline is dumbass, knowing goddamn well he's still a human being with just a little bit of superpower. He's not like you, Toby. This motherfucker clothesline him, falls on the ground, and it's didn't even try to stop him. And bro, he hit face first, bro. Yo, that's your brother. Oh shit, he realized it did. Damn, I think I killed him. Yeah, that's still ruthless.
You called him Toby.
Peter was a savage too.
I'm having a hard time. I'm really having a hard time remembering that second Spider-Man movie where Mary J was with J. Jonah Jameson's son.
It was still ruthless with Norman told Osborn about Mary Jane. They're all the same. Just use them and lose them. That shit was ruthless, bro.
Oh yeah, just like the Thanksgiving scene.
Yeah, when they were having the dinner and shit, and he had to leave because he found out that Peter was Spider-Man, and he was like, just like your mother, just use them and lose them. They're all the same. They all want the same thing, and then just left. And I'm like, damn, bro, Jesus Christ, god damn. And he didn't even say nothing to it. He didn't even defend Mary Jane. I'm like, bro, that's supposed to be your girl.
He said you're wrong about her dad. He said you're wrong. It's he said they're beautiful. They're all beautiful until they're after your trust funds like a bunch of ravening wolves.
Yes.
Do what you need to with her, then broom her fast.
Broom her fast. I didn't remember the line, but that's basically the whole premise of it, yo. But William Dafoe's Green Goblin will forever be the GOAT. That is my man's, yo.
All right. We got some suits. Let's talk about these suits. And before we start with these suits, man, every time we end up having a discussion about a suit, there's always this one person on the internet. Well,
that always got a fucking judge.
Multiple people that have a problem with our opinion on these suits. And we talked about the Superman suit. I personally don't even think we even gave our opinion on the Fantastic Four. I felt like it was too powdery, to be honest with you. I feel like it should have been a little bit darker. I like the 20th Century Fox suits better, honestly. But when we look at this Spider-Man suit, the way I want to describe it, the first thing that popped in my head, I don't know if you played the Spider-Man the movie game when the first Tobey Maguire movie came out.
For the PS2?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it.
Like the webbing was like thick design on the suit where the front, like the spider on the front, it looks just like that one. And then I was like, I need to see the back. What's the back look like? Because I actually like the thick bug. The homo. The thick bug.
Pause, yo.
I like that. I like the way the spider was on the back. But in this iteration of the suit, you get the combination of the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man in the front and in the design of the webbing. And in the back, you get the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield spider symbol.
My thoughts about this. This is me. I love the suit. I think it's cool. It's going back to its roots. And it's paying homage to where it all started. Toby and Andrew. And I like it. It's got like that reflection of like he remembers who he is, and also he hasn't forgotten his brothers from No Way Home. And it seems like he's paying homage to them. So I dig it. I love the colors. It is a little bit bright for me, but I'm okay with it.
A little bright?
Yeah, I feel like it stands out a little bit too much. But I'm okay with it. We'll see how it goes when the new film comes out in theater. I think it does need a little bit of a touch, maybe just a little bit tiny, a little bit darker. But overall, I'm not against the suit. I love it. It is going back to the basics. So I feel like we're not getting like the mechanical spider suit. Like I feel like he's strayed away from it. Like he is trying to find a new identity as Spider-Man. Like find a new version that works for him. And I like it. Like it just seems like it's a cloth suit. The only thing is that I think the only thing he took from his old suit was the mask. Like the eyelids. I think that still might be mechanical. Maybe I'm wrong. But my opinion is that I think that's the only thing he took from Tony Stark's original suit. And I like it. I'm not against the idea. I like it. I like how the design on the spider on his chest is gotten larger instead of that tiny little like beetle. Like it looks like a dollar store version of a spider just on his chest. I didn't like that. I was like, that's weak, bro. It just kind of seems like you're a little kid. You just got to remember you're still a kid. Like we need a Spider-Man that's growing up. But man, yo, we need this But overall, I like it. I like the design. I like the color. It seems like it's going back to the comic book roots. I'm excited to see it. Also, it seems like that Peter Parker also got a new haircut as well. I like it.
Okay. I still I have no problem with the color. I think it's well, as long as it wasn't the one at the end of No Way Home, I think I would have been okay with it.
I think it might be, but they might have just adjusted it a little bit. But we'll see. Like I said, it was a little bit really bright.
It was too bright. It was too bright. That blue wasn't even blue. It was more like it was like Smurf blue.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just too freaking bright. I didn't like that at
Avatar
all.
blue, but
that was just too bright. I'm like, that's a little too girly for me. It gotta be dark. Please make it dark.
It wasn't as bad, but I mean, I just want to see them tweak it just a little bit, just a little color, just the color played a little bit. But overall, I'm not against the idea. I like the new design. I like the new haircut. My only thing is that I want to see Spider-Man. Maybe I'm not gonna say a 5 o'clock shadow, but like give him a little bit of facial hair, bro. He's supposed to be like an adult now. Like he's supposed to be in his 20s, late 20s or something. Like let the man have some facial hair. You know what I mean? But overall, I'm cool with it. I'm just excited for this movie. I hope it does really well. I mean, the last three were amazing. We're getting the Incredible Hulk, the Punisher, Tombstone. I'm excited for that. I'm hoping Mr. Negative is going to be the main villain. But as we know that this movie is going to tie into Doomsday. It is supposed to lead up to Doomsday. Just like how Ant-Man led up to Infinity War. So it's going to be an important movie moving forward.
Hold on. We got one more suit.
What was that?
We got the Punisher suit.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
So brief description of the Punisher suit, where we got obviously the cargo pants with the knee pads and the collared shirt. On top of the collared shirt, we got the Punisher vest. I would say my favorite part of it is the fact that he's got the facial hair, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be a consistent thing. But personally, it looks a little bit too bulgy for me.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm looking at the photo. And I like the vest. I like the logo on it. Definitely, it's 100%. It hits. I like the weapons around his body. I like the color. Maybe the knee pads are a little too much for me. But
you
overall,
rock with the knee pads, bro. The knee pads, the knee pads make.
I just
it
don't know why
hard.
he has his sleeves rolled up. But overall, I'm not against the idea. Maybe they just need to edit it out a little bit.
Can we make it a short sleeve shirt? Can we make it a muscle shirt?
Okay, I'm not against that idea. Do that. But the beard is a little bit different. I'm used to him having a clean shave, but I mean, overall, everybody knows who the Punisher is. So I'm not.
Man,
I'm
that
not
haircut
against
is
the beard.
gangster. I like this haircut.
Oh yeah, the haircut. That haircut looks good.
That's
and I think this
gangster.
This actually, he might have let his hair grow out because I think in the other ones he has always had short hair.
Yeah, in Punisher season 2, he did have his hair out, but he never kept the beard though.
Yeah,
like the beard.
He's always shaved the beard.
Yeah, the beard. Well, he's either had like that freaking long jump where he's trying to be undercover type, or he's just clean shaved. But this is like a nice in between thing where we have like we got a veteran Punisher out here.
But just the look he has, bro. He has like, I'm ready to just take lives, bro, and I fuck with it. Like I got the attitude. Like he got that shit locked down. He's him, bro. He's him.
He's him.
That's right.
Yep.
He's him, bro.
I'm
kind of excited. But overall, I'm not going to lie to you. I really want to see the Punisher in his element, bro. I need to see. I'm sorry, this is just me. I like when he murks, bro. You can't have a Punisher without him just spraying bullets everywhere. Just like just screaming at full, a full capacity of his lungs. I want that, bro. I love that shit. Like,
we didn't get the opportunity to discuss what happened in I don't know why I keep saying No Way Home.
Born
Again. What
is
the new Punisher series called? God damn it.
Daredevil Born Again.
Daredevil Born Again. Thank you. I didn't like the Punisher's iteration in that. I feel like they were just doing it was just too much. They was trying too hard.
It was leading up to it, but
no, they were trying too hard with that character. Like go back to what you were in the second season of Punisher. I mean, second season of Daredevil and your series. Like I feel like
everything in general. Like, or you just talk about like the beginning when they brought him up when he was running the apartments. Or when he had that scene when he was talking to Matt Murdock.
That was the scene with talking to Matt Murdock in the beginning was fine. I want to say the part after that where you're getting all violent and they make him look stupid. Like I find it very, very hard to believe that you just gonna sit there, go to the hideout and get caught. I didn't like that part. Like you just gave away this unintelligent, savage Punisher that I don't like.
I'm sorry, that's just me, bro. I love that shit, bro. I mean, yes, it did seem silly that he got caught, but what I'm gonna go to is I feel like the Punisher is kind of like Batman in this sense that he doesn't just do shit just to do shit. Like he has a plan to everything. I didn't feel like it in this. I did love the scene that Karen sent his ass to go find Matt Murdock, and then staked out in his apartment, and he was like putting sense into fucking Matt Murdock, like, you get your shit together, bro. Put your fucking suit on and let's do this shit. And the fact that this motherfucker suit up and was like, let's do this shit. They're coming. And he over there hyping at Matt Murdock, and he was like, Frank, please do not kill nobody. And he was like, man, stop being soft. You little old bitch. And he just started spraying bullets, bro. This man didn't give a fuck. I love that shit. That motherfucker was just straight in Matt Murdock's fucking living room. Boom, 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 boom. Just spraying lead, yo. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, he's like over there, like, smacking Rayla's arm off him. Bro, they deserve this shit. You know what they did, right? Like, fuck these motherfuckers, just boom, 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 just, I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, like, you just don't give no fucks. That's what I love about him, bro. And just, Daredevil was just like, bro, what is your problem? Why do you have to kill so much? Why do you have to be so fucking psychotic?
I hear you, but he just was too much of a savage and not too strategic in that little brief stink that he had in the TV show.
But you could tell he was itching to come back, bro. He needed that excuse to come back. It is what the whole show was all about. Same thing with Daredevil and Kingpin, bro. They were over there trying to live a double life. They were trying to live the opposite way they were supposed to live, but they both went back to their element. One's a villain, one's a fucking vigilante, the other one's a psychopath. And it just works out, bro. I just love that shit. When they're just in their element, they're just like, fuck it, bro. I'm insane. Like, I can't help it. You know, like, I have to do this shit. I love that shit.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.